It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello, and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 143. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Herzog.
Hi, hello.
Noelle, I'm so glad that you decided to beg me for your job back.
Yes, Tracey, that's, in your world, if that's what you want to think happened, sure.
In your world, if you want to think that I didn't fire you brutally and hire Shannon to replace you, then that's fine too.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm glad that we agree.
Okay, I'm glad that we could agree to disagree.
I think we just agree.
To disagree.
No, we just agree.
I think this is like the story of our friendship. It's just like we just see things a little differently.
And you just have to accept that.
Really, that is our friendship. It's like, well, Noelle, you're wrong, and even if you're not, you have to accept that.
Yeah, just accept it. It's easier. Just lean into it.
Okay, but I've noticed this as I've gotten older.
Just lean into it.
It's made for a good relationship.
It is. I have become way more easygoing as in my old age. So do not even.
With me. Okay, with me.
Yeah, I don't like anyone else.
You're the most easygoing with me.
I don't like anyone else.
Because everybody else is very annoying.
Correct. And you know who else is really annoying? Every single person on The Other Way, season 3, episode 8.
Tracey, you're not wrong about this.
Noelle, you missed so much stuff last week, but it is what it is. And if you guys want to hear about why Noelle wasn't here, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. We have a bonus podcast called BS. And if you listen to the latest episode of it, your mind is going to be blown.
That episode was so good.
It was so good. Go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. And if you need the podcast earlier in the week, you know what to do. Join the elite level. If you just want all of the bonus episodes, join the super duper trash talker level. There's so many things, so many benefits. Go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Read all about it.
Do the stuff.
Read all about it.
Extra.
You're extra. You know who else is extra?
Jenny and Somi.
Okay. I enjoyed this.
Okay. I enjoyed this episode in general.
I didn't enjoy. I don't know if I enjoyed all of the episode, but I definitely enjoyed Jenny and Sumi. So they do some B-roll. A cow is grazing in the street.
I don't know why they do this. Because it's like I also love cows. So show me all the cows.
Yeah. But he's just like eating garbage in the street.
Yeah. It's not a good look.
No. So they meet up. She meets up with her only. I like how she says this. This is like how I would introduce you.
Yes.
I'd be like, this is my best friend, Noelle. This is also my only friend, Noelle.
Right. It's like slim pickings on best friends.
Yeah. She's my best because she's my only. So we meet up with Dipali.
Yeah.
Who is Jenny's best female friend in India and her only friend in India.
She is very nice, though.
She's very, very nice. So here's the problem. I don't understand how Jenny's like complaining and making it like she doesn't really know his parents well. She used to live with them.
Not only did she live with them, she was like her mother's like
best friend.
Right. Like I'm sorry, his mother's friend. Right. They were BFFs.
That used to be her old female best friend in India.
Yeah, they were compadres. Yes.
Dipali's like, oh God, are you going to start dating my 4-year-old son? Is this just what you do, Jenny? Do you just swoop in?
Yes.
So Jenny suggests they eat some rolls. And I like Dipali looks her in the eye and says, I don't like rolls.
What type of rolls?
Okay.
Though,
so I feel like maybe Kati rolls.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to, every single person that knows what a Kati roll is going to drag me. And if you want to drag me, come over to the 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk podcast group on Facebook and you could drag me in there. So a Kati roll is almost like a crepe. And I've had them filled with like eggs and potatoes.
Oh,
with, like,
okay.
Hot sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But she doesn't like rolls.
She doesn't like rolls. They're vegetarian, these rolls. Or at least the place that I went to was. There's a place on St. Mark's Place right over Greenwich Village Comedy Club that makes Kati rolls. And I used to go there with my old job all the time.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's the only Indian food I think I've probably ever eaten.
Really?
Yes.
I grew up with my best friend was Indian for years. My best friend in high school. And her grandmother cooked for us like every day. It was
Yeah,
amazing.
I think I would need to have an Indian best friend and try some of the stuff casually.
Well, that's what it makes it also because it's very overwhelming to go to like an
that's what
Indian
I
restaurant.
mean.
You're like, I don't know what anything here is.
Right. I would need to just keep going over my Indian friend's house and have her
Yes.
grandmother make me different
That's
things
what I
and
did.
explain them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even to my taste.
It was very good. She was wonderful.
Now, Sumi's parents are so ashamed of Jenny. They don't want anyone to know about her.
Right.
They are so ashamed of their son, and yet they film on the television about it.
I know. Very interesting.
Well, DePauli also understands Sumi's mother's point.
I mean, like, I think I do too, a little bit.
Me too. And she's
Yeah.
like, listen, this is our culture. My mother-in-law stayed with me to 4 to 6 months until everything was okay. And then she let me on my own.
That's the thing, though. It's the culture, Jenny. It just is. It just
Okay.
because it's not your culture.
Jenny
Right.
wants them not only to accept her,
Yes.
accept her age, accept
Yes.
their unconventional relationship, and now they have to accept that they're going to have an American style relationship.
Well, that's where she
So there's
loses
no
me.
compromise.
Right. There's no compromise.
So DePauli suggests that Jenny maybe compromises a little bit and changes.
Jenny doesn't want to hear it.
She doesn't. And she also, again, pretends that she doesn't really know his parents very well.
Which is so weird.
Very misleading.
She's a misleading lady.
Well, they get some furniture for the spare room from the lumber yard.
But it barely fits. I was nervous.
I don't think that the fitting in the room is what I was worried about. I think it was the plywood that was spray painted to fashion a bed that was getting me nervous.
Also, this is your guest room. You just have all your stuff in there.
This is
what your parents are going to stay in?
It's your closet.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Noelle.
Ask me.
You are married, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Your in-laws are like, we're going to come and stay with you for 4 to 6 months, whatever it is.
Yes.
Because we want to see if you're taking good care of our son and we want to see how you keep a house.
Right.
What would you do first?
Clean my house.
Okay. Just checking.
That would be the first thing I would do.
Then you would get the plywood.
Then I would get the plywood. I probably would have gone for a different color, but yes.
Okay. Well, they move in for just a few days. So basically they're coming to visit.
They're staying for the weekend.
Okay. So they got all the plywood delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And Sumi is like, this is a quote from him. I want them to do whatever they want. So he's like, if they want to sleep in our bed, if they want us to sleep in the yard, if they want you to go home, whatever it is, that's what we do.
Right.
And he wants to give them his bedroom.
And poor Jenny like has no say, but also though not poor Jenny.
Not poor Jenny. Also, why don't you make a comfortable guest room for them?
No. Well, also I think he wants to sleep on the new bed.
Then I just feel like what's happening.
I know.
Here? Also,
I
the new
know.
bed, is there a mattress involved or is it just plywood?
I don't know.
Do you think his
Right.
back is out on him and he just wants to lay straight?
Maybe it feels very good.
Not for an all night kind of thing. So his parents do not want the neighbors knowing. So that's why they can't go over to his house because they don't want anyone knowing. Only us, you and I know about
Right.
this.
Okay. So only you and I know about it. We're
It's
the only people who watch this.
Yeah, it's a private TV show.
Private filming.
It's a private filming. And that's why we do this podcast, because we want to describe to you guys the show that only we're allowed to watch.
All the stuff you're not allowed to see, we have to tell you.
No one's
about.
ever seen it. We are showing you a brand new world.
Yes. I know.
Sumi's Karen haircut.
What happened?
He looks like he's about to ask for the manager.
He does. It's like, what happened?
What happened is they put the wrong flavor in his latte and he wants a free coupon.
Yes.
That's what
he
happened.
wants to not pay for his bill. Yes.
So he also says that they have to start waking up early. They must do nothing and just sleep all day.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? The way he's explaining it, it's so crazy. It's almost like, are they drug addicts?
Right?
You know?
Are they just like strung out all day?
They don't clean. They like stay up all night. They sleep all day. They don't work. And it's like, but it's weird. It's like something changed in him. I don't know what
happened. So she said that she's living her best life, that she doesn't have to go to work anymore. Yes, that is called being retired.
Yeah, you call this your best life though?
And then, well, I mean,
What's to me? I guess
he said that he misses his parents, and Jenny's like, what about me? I don't even see my daughters.
That's your choice.
This is not a tit for tat. He can still miss his parents. And he looks her in the face and he's like, listen, good for you. I'm sorry you can't see your family. I am allowed to miss my family.
Yeah, I don't know what exactly happened though. I feel like somebody got to Sumit. I don't know. Yeah, he's shut off a little bit towards her. He's shut off, weird.
But like also kind of like, I don't know. He's making it like he's captive.
Yes.
He wants to be a traditional couple. So he's like, listen, do you see what I mean though? He's like, I want to go outside.
Well, I want to go to work. Like, I want to work.
I want to do cardio.
Right. I don't know what's happening here.
He's like, I want her to take care of me. He's probably starving to death. So his mother wants to see the house.
Right.
She said that Jenny has a lot of anger inside of her.
I believe it.
And his dad is like, yes, she's childlike and stubborn. So it's like, they do know her though better than we do, obviously, because I never lived with Jenny.
I feel like Jenny's so immature.
She really is. So this house.
Also, Sumit's mother is so put together.
I like his mom. I like his parents.
Me too. I think they have such good energy. And like I was just like really looking at her and I'm like, I feel like they have like money. I feel like they like almost like look down at Jenny.
I think that too. Also, listen, his mother gained my respect when she tapped out of the birth announcement at the temple.
Yeah, she stood up.
She stood up and walked away into the Macy's rug warehouse.
Yes.
I was like, oh man, this lady means what she means. They seem to be very happy to be there when they greet them.
But why is everyone so nice to each other?
Everyone's super nice. His mom sits down on the couch and then coughs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's good. You're going to have to leave.
Yes. The rings on the coffee table.
She says to Jenny, is this a design? And she's like, no, that's the rings from all the cups that we drink. And she's like, no. I knew that.
Right.
I'm asking if you're going to clean it.
But why didn't she clean it?
Well, his mother wants a tour of the house and they go into the kitchen and she's like, hello, we have shelving for stuff and nothing should be on the counter. Also, there shouldn't be so much garbage on the floor. And also there shouldn't be flies and mosquitoes.
I have to tell you this part where Jenny was like cleaning up, like I tapped out a little bit because it really skeeved me out.
But she's making it like I asked her to lick the floor clean with her tongue.
The thing is, even if she was my friend, not my daughter-in-law, I would be like, you have to clean your house. But that's what I'm saying. Right. Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't. And you know what? I'm not even Sumit's mom. And I'm like, Jenny, go back to America.
Yeah. Jenny, what are you doing? Also, though, it's time for her to leave.
Go back to your daughter's house. And throw garbage on the floor at your daughter's house. Go clutter your daughter's cabinets and
go collect flies in the corner.
Okay. But on the other hand, it's like, this is Jenny's house because I'm sure she pays for everything. Right. But on the other hand, she's looking to be accepted. That's her most important thing, is that she's accepted by his family.
Well, so that's what gets me. Why has she done nothing? Like almost, I guess, to impress his mom?
She said, I don't care about your family. She was mad that she wasn't included in the birth announcement.
I know.
So you want to be accepted, but you'll do nothing to at least put on a show. Everyone's immature. Everyone puts on a show to be accepted by their significant other's parents at some point.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't come in guns a-blazing.
No, absolutely not. I don't come in with my, I don't come in like who I really am. Not right in the beginning.
Can you imagine if you met Matt's parents for the first time and you were just throwing onion peels at his mother?
Right. Or I was like, hey, check out my fly collection in the corner.
Right. You had to wait. You had to wait until you were married for a little bit to show her your fly collection.
Yes.
Sumit is so excited. I think that he wanted his mom to come there because he was like, Mommy, the house is really dirty. Can you come over and yell at Jenny?
Yes. Can you come over and make Jenny like allow me to work again?
I want to go outside. I want to feel the fresh air in my bang.
Go outside. My D3 is very low, Mommy.
I know. And I just want to have my hair flap in the wind.
That bang is a problem.
Well, I get driven around in a pedicab. I just want to. I want my bang to flap. I want
Bang flap.
Bang flap. He said, "I like it." He really liked it.
Yeah, he's psyched over this. And now I don't know. I feel like he's gonna like turn against Jenny. I don't know.
I think he should though. I think he should be like,
so
you know
do
what?
I
need an Indian wife that is
yeah,
my
I
age.
think this is over. Yeah.
I think that's gonna be fun. That would be nice. She's gonna make nicey sag paneer. She's gonna do no flies.
Yeah.
Onions in the garbage.
Yeah.
Dishes in the cabinet.
My parents like her. My life is easy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I get that he probably didn't like his ex-wife.
Yes.
That's fine. They made a mistake. Next.
Yes. It's
we'll
over.
Do better next time.
Yes.
Sumi has a new look, and you and I are also going to have new looks because we're getting Warby Parker glasses.
Yes.
Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and a lofty goal to create boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point, offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. I'm excited because we're taking the quiz to order a home try-on kit, and we're going to share with you guys.
Yes.
We're going to get to try on 5 pairs of glasses to try on at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. They ship free, and it includes a prepaid return shipping label.
Wow.
Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses.
I am jacked up, Tracey.
Don't let your FSA or HSA dollars go to waste. Put into good use on Warby Parker prescription glasses, prescription sunglasses, contact lenses, and eye exams. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores, offering eyeglasses and sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses. And it's just so easy to do.
Yes.
I'm really excited for what is coming. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/trash talk. That's warbyparker.com/trash talk for 5 free pairs.
I can't wait.
I also can't wait. You know what I can't wait for?
Victor and Ellie.
Oh man. This is not going to work. Go home. Also go home.
Work. Also go home. Right.
Cut him a check.
You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money.
So they're in a hotel. It's too expensive though. So they rent an apartment while they rebuild. So they're in San Andre and they're going to rebuild their house that got not really that destroyed by the hurricane.
Right. But it needs a lot of work though.
Right. She loves his cheap cologne.
Right. But he doesn't like it because it's cheap.
No, I think that it's probably bought by his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So she brings up his cheating. She's like, I didn't want to say anything because we were in a natural disaster.
Yes.
But you cheated on me like pretty hardcore. And he says, quote, "That's crazy."
Where is his remorse? He doesn't have any.
He doesn't have any. He moved in with a girl. And apparently he was telling her they were going to get married and have a baby. And you know what he says?
What?
He's like, "Oh, I didn't mean what I said."
Because he blames quarantine. Well, it was quarantine.
Yeah.
What?
The woman said that she was supporting him and that he asked her to buy him a motorcycle. And you know what his answer was?
What?
He's like, "No, why would I want her to buy me a motorcycle?" And she said, "Because you really want a motorcycle."
Want a motorcycle. Yep.
And he said, quote, "I'm not with anyone for money."
Okay. I think that's not true, actually.
I agree that that is also not true.
Also, who's anyone? Is there anyone else?
Who's anyone else?
Who's anyone
He said
else?
that he will just keep apologizing. That's his strategy.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess you can keep trying, but also she's a fool too.
She's a fool because you know what? It worked because she doesn't want to bring it up anymore.
No, now she's over it. Now she's like, "Oh, he loves me."
Right. Because she's in denial. So this is like perfect for her.
His bearded braid says so.
So they're going to Home Depot.
Yes.
They're going to go get tools. They need a drill, a hammer, and a machete.
Yes. Okay. Interesting. A machete.
Yeah, because the woods.
Okay. Yes.
The
they
brush.
have to cut down the woods.
So she's gonna pay.
Of course she is. I guess he doesn't work at all.
He doesn't work at all. she's going to pay for the reconstruction plus the rent that they're paying right now.
That's insane. And she was paying for the hotel, I guess, for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, of course. So
and all the food that
he
they're
said
eating.
that he's like, this is where I buy everything. And she said, you mean where I buy everything?
Okay, here's the thing though.
Then don't throw it
You're
in his
choosing
face.
to do it. Why
Then
are you
go home.
throwing it in his face? Yes, exactly.
Then go home. You know that he has no money. You knew he had no job. You were coming there. You pretended that you were so sad about the hurricane. So now go ahead. Go do some disaster relief, Ellie.
I hate this because it's very like privilege.
Yep.
Like,
I'm telling you, she's going overseas.
In control of the money.
Yep. She's going overseas to help the poor and unfortunate.
Yeah. Gross. I don't like it at all. I hate that attitude.
Not at all. So now there's a drill. It's $148. And she's like, what do you think? I'm rich because I'm American. And then she said that he thinks that she has, quote, mad money.
Okay. I mean, she also keeps giving him money and buying him things and offering him money.
And telling him how she has a house and she has a
and
business.
Pizzeria. And,
right.
Yeah.
There's salads at the pizzeria and everything.
There's toppings.
Just saying.
Come on.
So they find another one for a better price. It's $112.
Right.
And he's like, okay, we'll get that one. And then we have to get a generator because
I mean,
you have
does
to charge
he mean like a whole big generator? Like
they don't have electricity.
I know.
So how are you going to charge a battery?
I guess at the apartment. That's what she thinks. She thinks I'll charge it at the apartment and then
take a 4-hour boat ride there.
Yes.
And a 4-hour. And then after an hour, when it runs out, do they get on the boat?
I feel like this sounds like the worst life plan.
Literally, I couldn't think of a worse one.
Yeah, this sounds terrible.
There's not even one couple that I'd rather not be in.
Right, because it's like, first of all,
I'd rather go live in Turkey/Russia with Steven and Alina and sleep in between them every night in bed.
Me too. The 4-hour boat ride each way is I mean, that right there.
To get to an island that has no structure.
Right. You're going to catch listeria as soon as you step
It doesn't
there.
matter if you catch it because there's no hospital.
No, everything is bad. This is bad.
Bad idea. So he said that they have to get a generator and he's very annoyed at her. But you know what? She's also very annoying.
No, she's being a BI.
But I have a question.
Which question?
He built this house. And only some of the windows, there's just like very minor damage.
Yeah.
So where are the tools that he was building this house for?
Too. Right.
It's like, oh my God, our whole house. Yes, the window was broken and the storm took all of our power tools.
Okay, but also if there's not that much damage, then why aren't they living in it?
Because there's no electricity or cell service.
Right. So then why are you even bothering with the place right now?
Because I guess they're waiting for the island to go back on the grid. I don't know.
It's all there's not enough information.
I don't know. But I do know this. Things are so expensive there. You know what I would do?
What?
I would ship things from America.
That's really smart.
That's what I would definitely do. I love shipping things because I ship things like merch for our podcast.
That's true.
Plus, the holidays are coming up, and if you're selling anything online, it's time to prepare for the busiest time of the year. Between growing your business, managing inventory, and juggling orders, you've got a lot going on this holiday season. Make shipping the easiest part of your day with ShipStation. Figuring out the best way to ship your orders can be frustrating and confusing. ShipStation makes it quick, easy, and convenient. You can easily import orders from any sales channel, automate just about any shipping task, spend less time sorting through orders, and more time doing what you do best. ShipStation integrates all selling channels into one simple dashboard so you can seamlessly connect carriers, print shipping labels, and get products out the door fast. Over 100,000 sellers use ShipStation in their businesses. ShipStation works with all of the major carriers and gives you exclusive discounts on UPS, USPS. It's amazing. So you can compare carriers and choose the best solution for you and your customers. With ShipStation, small businesses can now access the same rates usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies without the contracts or the commitments. It's never too early to start preparing for the holiday rush. So get a head start with ShipStation. My listeners can use my offer code 90dayfiance to get a 60-day free trial just in time for the holidays. That's 2 months of stress-free holiday shipping for free. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top, and enter 90dayfiance. ShipStation. Make ship happen.
That's my favorite part.
I know it is.
I love it. It makes me laugh every
Speaking
time.
of ship, let's talk
Speaking
about
of botched lips.
let's talk about Ariella and Binyam. I really do enjoy their segments because you can see a before and after on Ariella's face.
You can see her mental
I'm like, who's
illness
that?
spiraling.
Who's that?
Yes.
Who's that? Who's that
Mhm.
now? Now who's that?
The many faces of Ari.
Ariella and Binyam, she has a connecting flight in Germany, and this baby is very cute.
Okay, why is he so cute and happy?
He's so cute. She said he's doing great on the plane. They land in Newark, and her parents come to pick her up in the airport, and they bring Roman, her nephew. I just might not.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they want to.
Are they not going to? So there's no quarantining involved. There's
there's no quarantine. There's no
Okay.
washing hands.
Cool.
Don't forget though, when she was leaving, like her sister was like almost like mad at her because she kind of helped raise Roman. I remember she was like super close to him. Yeah.
Sure. Well, her parents are so nice, and they were like, "Are you happy to be here in New Jersey?" She's like, "Yes, the air is different in New Jersey."
It's like, what are you talking about? And she's like, "Oh, it's more summer here."
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Right.
pretty mad.
Pretty mad.
Yeah. Binyam calls. And he
Mhm.
doesn't sound upset, and he's going out, and she's like, oh, I shouldn't have gone. I should have let my baby's hernia burst,
And that's
because my baby's hernia will burst before you will dance with your ex-girlfriend.
And that's why, like, her mom's like, "Oh, he doesn't sound as bad as I thought he would."
Oh, that made her so mad.
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. So we meet her sister, Kristen, her brother, Elliot, her brother, Brad, and she's sick dig.
Well, okay, but also her sister is Sarah Palin. No, like she just is.
That's
I
very
hate
funny.
her.
Yeah, she's not nice. She's like really mean.
No,
But-
she sucks.
She's like, I like it here in New Jersey because I'm surrounded by love, not like in Ethiopia.
Yeah, I mean, listen, his sisters don't like her. They just don't.
Okay. I mean, you did this.
Yeah, that's true too.
Her mom wants her to live in the US, and she said that she's going to go back because she promised him. So not because you love him and that's where your family lives.
She won't say that, but she kind of defends it a little bit because she says that she built her life there and whatever.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. Kristen's like, listen, you need to come back here and live in America because I want my nephew in good schools.
I don't like Kristen at all.
Okay. So just blindly, there's no education in Ethiopia. I'm not saying there is or isn't. I don't know, but we're just assuming.
But also, nobody talks about Binyam. How does Binyam feel?
No,
What
no
does
one cares.
he want to do? No.
Also, none of her family looks alike at all.
Okay, I was thinking the same thing. Not one person.
It's a very motley crew.
Her and her sister couldn't look different.
It's a maj podge
It
of
is.
family.
It is a Maj Pa.
So she applied for the K1 visa 7 months ago, but she's like, I don't know, like the embassy is closed or something.
So I don't even know if it's gonna go. If it even is.
Okay, but her
going through
mom's like, hey,
anymore.
you should apply. Her mother told her to apply.
Yeah.
She's like, apply, see what happens.
Yeah,
He's not even allowed to come here for fun.
I know why though.
I guess he can't get a visa right now. I don't know. So how is he going to get a K1 visa if he can't get a visitor's visa? That's what's confusing to me. But
Yeah,
again,
I don't
I'm not
understand.
an immigration lawyer.
But a lot of people on the show, I don't understand why they can't just come visit.
It's the countries and the visa stuff.
If I was Ellie, I would bring Victor to America for a little bit until there's cell service in
I wonder if she can.
Providencia. Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Her dad's ear
What about it?
is the reddest ear I've ever seen in my whole life.
He's Keebler elf. He is a Keebler elf.
Noelle, this ear is the color red, like Ronald
Is it like
McDonald's
a
hair.
cauliflower ear?
No, it's just the color red. And I'm wondering, and just very worried about if it was on fire.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even notice. Okay.
Kristen's like, listen, which kind of makes me laugh, but it's like not nice. She's like, listen, we get it. You had a baby in Ethiopia. All right, we get it. Come back.
I guess, but I don't know. I just thought she was being a bitch. But also,
she was, but this is what Ariella does. She's like,
This
we
is-
get it. You have an accent now.
right. It's true though. Why does she talk to them with an accent?
Because now she has an accent because this is how she talks all the time to her husband. Also,
I know.
she said that she's trying to learn the language.
Question mark.
I feel like not.
No. You're trying to get steamed. That's about it.
Oh my God, Noelle.
Yeah, I don't like her sister.
No.
She has two bro brothers.
Yes, Elliot and Brad.
I didn't even know she had brothers.
Her sister says that he needs to be safe with good education. And it's like, oh,
stop with the assumptions. You don't know
Right.
anything. She's
Again,
never
it's
been
like,
there.
what are you basing this off of,
Yeah.
Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Sarah.
basing it? What are you basing it off of? But I do think that
Mhm.
Ariella and Binyam do need better communication, because this is not a healthy relationship. It really isn't.
Totally agree.
Maybe they should listen to a podcast together. On Wondery's podcast, Even the Rich, co-hosts Brooke and Arisha share the stories behind some of the most famous and infamous people in history. In this season, Even the Rich, Murdoch's real-life succession story, they explore the incredible rise of Rupert Murdoch and the battle of succession over his global media empire. And yes, he and his infamous family were the inspiration for HBO's Succession, so you know that the real-life version of this story is packed with intrigue, betrayal, and sibling rivalry to the max. Since the early 60s, Rupert Murdoch has gone from the founder of a small newspaper to the most powerful media mogul in the world and one of the nicest, richest men on the planet. But now he must contend with his children, each more ambitious than the last, vying for his affection and ultimately control of his empire when he steps down. Even the Rich, Murdoch's real-life succession story, covers the past, present, and future of the Murdoch dynasty. This is an amazing podcast that has so many twists and turns. Listen to Even the Rich on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, or you can listen ad-free by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app. Speaking of another family that could use a little rest and relaxation.
Kenny and Armando.
Not on the same page.
No, not at all.
Like, not even a little bit. So they're painting Hannah's nails, and I really enjoy the service that they're giving her.
Yeah, so do I.
And the real life lessons that she's learning, like how to tip, how to pick a color.
I love that she tips them. Mm-hmm.
That made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, that was great.
They have so many coffee makers.
They have so much. They drink a lot of coffee, I guess.
I know. He's like, you want me to fill you back up? We need more coffee.
He's like, yeah, why not?
Does Armando have on a rainbow hoodie that says Kenny and Armando?
I thought it said Kiss, like the band.
I think it says Kenny and Armando underneath it.
Really?
I do. So they're talking about adopting a baby. They were talking about adopting an older kid, but now Armando's like, just kidding. I would like a baby with your blood.
But it's like he like brought up one thing and then changed it real quick. Mm-hmm.
Kenny has 3 babies with his blood.
Yes.
Can they not ask Cassie to just come with him?
I mean, they could.
And like swaddle her.
But like, who cares about the whole blood thing?
I don't know why they would care, because Kenny has 3 children that are his.
Yeah.
Armando has a kid that's his.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to make a baby that's yours and Kenny's genetically. It would just be Kenny's.
Yes.
So what is the point when Kenny already has kids? It would be different if Kenny didn't have kids and then he wanted a baby that was his.
It's so weird. It doesn't make sense to me.
He's like, listen, you're 32, I'm 58. I don't want you to be left alone with basically my kid.
I mean, he's not wrong though.
He's not.
I get that.
We get a little B-roll of some totem poles.
Yes.
And they're looking into adoption. They're looking into adopting children with HIV.
Okay, I just want to say this. They keep calling them HIV kids.
Okay, Noelle.
Why?
I don't know. It's like very intense.
I can't take it.
It's very objectifying.
Yeah, it really bothered me.
The same. It bothered me the same. I felt like they really exploited these children.
Yes.
So this is a privately managed orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that even them going there with gifts for the kids and them showing all the kids.
Yeah. And also they look like the nice guys bringing the gifts. Like that's
the
like
orphanage?
when you feed the homeless and take a video
on
of it.
Tape.
Yep.
Exactly. You know who would do really good at this? Ellie.
Who? This is up her alley. This is what she should be doing.
Ellie probably like pops her head in between Kenny and Armando and is like, hello, I also have a soccer ball for you. You guys like drills? Do you want a machete?
Do you like Kenny G?
Do you guys like some soft saxophone instrumental music while you relax?
Yes.
I take requests. I know it doesn't look like a real saxophone, but it's a soprano saxophone. It doesn't have the curve in it.
Only Tracey would know that.
No, it's not a clarinet that's gold. And then all of a sudden she gets heckled out of the orphanage.
Those kids were so cute.
They were so cute, but like, what
Yeah.
are we doing here? Why are we exploiting these children to make us look better?
I hated it.
So then they're like, do a lot of same-sex couples adopt children? And
Right.
she's like, I mean, not a lot. And he's like, oh, she said that they've never even seen gay people.
Right. It's like, wait, what?
That's not what she said.
No.
She said that everyone hates us.
Yeah, that's not what happened, though.
That's not what she said. She said, yes, we've had a lesbian couple adopt from here. And like, yes, but just, I mean, we don't really see it often.
Yes.
Okay. Everything has to go through the government. So she said that the last child that was adopted from there, it took 4 years for all the paperwork to go through. But was the kid in foster care with them first?
Right.
And then it just took 4 years to be official? I don't know.
Who knows?
Now the kids are hugging them. They're playing with the kids. They brought the gifts to the kids.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that there wasn't some kind of fight though.
Why?
Okay. So I'm hanging out with 20 of my best buds that I live with. And you bring one truck. And you're like, who would like this truck?
Right.
And I'm like, well, I'm 5, so I would like this truck.
Yeah, I'll beat you up for it.
Right. And it's like, who likes soccer? And it's like, I don't know, probably everyone.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Kenny looked like he enjoyed himself, though.
It's not about that. Of course, they enjoyed themselves.
Oh, no,
They're nice
I know.
people. You know, Kenny also says that he lost like 80% of his, friends.
That's sad.
And people he knew from AIDS and HIV, when there was, this epidemic.
I guess just more for me, it almost seemed like Kenny enjoyed himself more and he was more genuine with the whole thing.
100%.
Yes.
But also remember this. And now I hate to say it, but Armando's 32 and Kenny's 58. Kenny's raised 3 children basically by himself.
That's true.
There is an age difference. And yes, there is a different lifestyle. Armando seems to have been brought up a little bit privileged. I'm sorry.
Yes, he has.
I don't think he's seen a lot of real world. I mean, listen, he's got his own candy store, his own pet groomer, apparently his own nail salon.
Yes.
There's Home Depot right on his property in his dad's garage. I think he went to school in America, right? That's what people are saying.
Yeah.
He grew up in the States. I don't know if he's seen what Kenny's seen.
He hasn't.
And I'm not saying that Kenny didn't grow up privileged. I'm just saying that Kenny definitely saw a little bit more struggle with also like being gay a while ago.
Absolutely.
And coming out a while ago. So they're at the spinning ride at the park. Why are we doing this?
I hate this ride all the way.
And he's like, I don't want to do it. And Kenny's like, okay, cool. Get on.
Gross.
He's like, do you feel sick? He's like, yes.
Yes.
Armando, stand up for yourself.
Yeah. Just stop.
Armando wants a baby with Kenny's blood. It sounds insane and scary when they say it like that.
Okay. But also like,
I want a baby with your blood.
But also I feel like he's playing games like, oh, maybe we'll do this. Maybe adopt an older kid. This, maybe an HIV baby. It's like, what are you talking about?
Who, Kenny or Armando?
Armando.
I don't think this has ever been discussed before. Like any of it. It seems like this is the first time they're even bringing it up.
Yeah, but I think that Armando knows what he wants. He wants a baby and he wants it to be Kenny's and he can't just say that.
Okay, but I don't think you're going to get that.
Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
I agree.
Why do you need Kenny?
Why
you know what I would do?
Why does it matter?
I would be like, everyone's coming to Mexico. We're going to swaddle you all.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in your 20s. Lay on the bed. Armando's going to hold you.
I want to know what happens.
These are my
next
blood
week.
babies.
These are my blood babies. That's right. The triplets.
I don't know. So now they're talking about how, and this is another thing that like, I kind of understand what Armando's saying, even though I don't agree with him.
Yeah.
Armando's like, I don't want to have to fight with my family. I need to think about what's best for Hannah. And Armando's scared that it's going to be hard to have a child with HIV.
Right.
And it's like, yes, you do have to consider those things. And I understand that Kenny's like, listen, I'd rather help a child that needs my help than make a baby.
Yes.
But this is some of it. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, but some of it is maturity.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just more like, because then and then Kenny says to Armando, like, well, it doesn't really matter what your family thinks. And Armando's like, you're not listening to me. That's not what it is. And it's like, well, that's kind of exactly
That's
what you
literally
said.
what you just said, because you don't want your family to shun a child that has HIV. And it's like,
yes.
I don't know, man. You guys did not talk about this at all.
Yeah, it's a
Like,
lot.
are you doing this to help a child, or are you doing this for selfish reasons? And I think that so many people have children for such selfish reasons.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah. Speaking of children, let's talk about Stephen and Alina.
Yuck.
All right. So Stephen orders for everyone at a restaurant, and her mom orders an iced coffee, and she is not allowed to try it. No coffee.
Yeah, this is okay. Not because it's coffee. It's his attitude about this. I can't take it.
She asks about coffee, and he says no coffee. And then he goes,
why does he keep doing that?
And then her mother said, are these principles based on real facts?
Right, because they're not.
Hilarious. So now, why last week were they allowed to eat all these truffle chocolates?
Right. You can indulge in that.
But you're not allowed to have a beverage of the gods.
It's so weird. It's like you can't have coffee, and it's like it has no nutritional value. Oh, truffles
do. I'm glad that he only eats for sustainability.
Right. And meanwhile, he's having a mango.
Oh, a smoothie? A mango
smoothie.
Yeah, that's, it builds up your smoothie bones.
Yes.
I'm glad there's no sugar in it, because you can't eat sugar or coffee.
No, you can't.
No,
it's so conflicting.
Well, actually, I will say this. I've seen the food pyramid. Have you seen this? It was made years ago. And so I think they said you needed like 2 to 3 servings of meat, 3 to 4 servings of dairy, 8 to 11 servings of carbs, and then 14 to 15 servings of smoothie.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a nutritionist.
He has to fill his smoothie quota.
He has to fill his soul with smoothie.
Okay.
He also said that coffee can be harmful.
How?
Well, if you follow all these rules, then the angel of destruction will pass by.
Oh, but it's like, what is he talking about?
And she goes, I used to drink coffee. And he goes,
right. It's like, well, before I met you, like, why is she like this?
Why are they both like this?
But why is she letting herself get totally controlled? I don't
know. But he said that she'll stain her teeth. And then his mother's like, she says, my mom thought you were going to steal my organs. And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's very soothing.
Yeah, no, I feel good now. Yes.
And he's like, you should get baptized. Speaking of kidneys, your kidneys look so plump.
Yuck.
There's some juicy kidneys over there.
Ew.
Have a sip of my smoothie.
Does this taste like chloroform?
Does this smell like you're gonna faint?
Gross.
So he wants everyone in the world to join. He just clarifies that. And her mom's like, yeah, I'm Orthodox. And he's like, all right, well, here's the thing. We're going to have issues when we have kids. And her mom's like, hey, how about you respect my religion? Is that one of your principles?
He's like MLMing her.
Yes.
He's like recruiting her.
Exactly. And she said, oh, I can't drink coffee, but you can be a hypocrite.
Right.
Something else that I noticed was that Alina's mom really needs some Suntax.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Her glasses were in the middle of transitioning in this episode.
I have to tell you, I just really like watching her. I love her attitude.
Who, the mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her.
I really like her.
He claims that he's being attacked. And he said that because, they're calling him a not virgin.
Which he's not.
Right.
Okay.
And he also brought it up. So he said that his faith was tested. Now he is justifying every single thing. Again, like in MLM.
Yeah.
Noelle.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't I drink mangosteen juice?
I was going to say he's zangoing her.
Is there name one reason why I shouldn't? Think about it.
Sugar.
The kind of sugar that's in mangosteen juice actually heals your brain. Thank you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right. That is how he's acting. That's exactly how he's acting.
he's also been sexually active since he's 23. So that's for 2 years. So that is mostly when he's been with Alina.
Okay. That's good. He seems like a real stand-up guy.
And he's also making very weird faces with his front teeth.
Yes. It's really weird. Like, I guess he's uncomfortable.
It sounds, I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable.
Gross. I don't like this at all. I'm uncomfortable being Alina too.
Yes, but also there's something even more off than I used to think.
Yes, I agree.
And she says that they are far from marriage and that he's a hypocrite. But I don't know. I don't believe it. Also, he's fairly fluent in Russian.
Okay. I was thinking the same thing. I'm watching this. I'm like, he is like all the way talking.
Yeah, there's
he's
like
not
no
hesitating, nothing.
There is
he's
some
like
kind
fluent.
of master plan.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just think there's a master plan. I think that he wants to move to Russia with her so that he can like go on a mission and like convert things and maybe like be the guy in Russia, the Mormon guy. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then her and her mom have a word alone, like in Shark Tank. They're going to discuss things amongst themselves. They're like, you can leave the room.
Yes.
And they're like, so if I put in 20 grand, can you get them on QVC?
If you give me 10% of your business.
Okay, fine. Right off. No, 5%. I'll give you 5% because otherwise it's not worth it for me to make the deal.
Wow.
How much of your kidney are you going to give Steven?
1/4.
25% is too high. I would give him 7% at most just so I can get my return.
I'm out.
Her mom wants her to go home and she's like, yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing. Why? This is something, just a pattern I've noticed with people in general. Why are they like this? You see every red flag.
He's showing you exactly who he is. So she doesn't know if she wants to go. So she's going to have to consult some fortune telling bunnies.
They're psychic bunnies.
Yes. And the bunny picks out with his mouth her wish. And it says that she's going to get what she wishes for and that it's all going to work out and that she's pretty.
So now it's like, oh, okay, well, then I have to stay.
Well, she says rabbits cannot lie. They aren't Steven.
Oh.
What happened to the sexy decoy, Noelle?
We're going to find out about that next week.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It was on the coming attractions.
So now she's MLMing her mom and she's like, I just think he made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Because I know that he loves me. And her mom's like, LOL, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah. Her mom's like, you're making excuses for him.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah.
Evelyn and Corey.
I hate him.
Me too. Go.
I hate him so much. Just leave.
They have not spoken. He's been staying in the spare room. And he said that she will have to force him to leave with the police.
Call the cops. Call the cops.
He passes her a note in her room. She's locked in her bedroom with a cat.
Yes.
That's how bad it is.
Yes.
And he passes her a note and she said he writes the same note like all the time.
It's like nothing new.
She's like, I really want you to leave. So he picks her some flowers and he's begging for another chance. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Absolutely. Can you sign these divorce papers? And if you don't, I'm going to call 911.
And he says like he would rip them up in her face.
Yes. And she's like, great. Anyway. And he's like, I will stay with Raul until you change your mind. She goes, great. You guys could be a couple. You guys could adopt a baby. Maybe Raul will want your blood baby.
I am over him. I don't like him
Corey,
at
go
all.
home. Corey, go home.
Just go home. It's over. I wonder if they are broken. They must be broken up.
I hope they are.
In real life. Me too.
I really hope they are. I've had fun. I'm glad you're back.
Thank you for unfiring
I love you. Not
me.
that I unfired. Not that I don't love Shannon because Shannon's amazing.
I love Shannon.
But you're here. You're back. And I'm glad that you're okay, Noelle.
Thank you. I'm glad that I'm okay too.
You had a very hard week, but you're back and you're better than ever. And everyone in this whole entire world loves you.
Oh,
yeah. Not me, but like everyone else.
No, well, I love you. So.
Oh, I love you guys. Go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for more of our loving banter.
Yes.
Follow Noelle because she's very sad at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow me at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. And more importantly, follow the show. Noelle's been doing a bang up job of keeping up with all the gossip at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're listening to the show and you love what you hear, give us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on. We absolutely love you. And guess what?
What?
We'll see you next week. I'm on Cameo. Hire me. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.